Just picked up this new set of Wobble-Fix extensions from Koken. Let's open them up and take a look. Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. Just wanted to do a quick little review video and an unboxing of these extensions that I just picked up. These are the Wobble-Fix extensions 3/8 drive from Koken. Now I bought these based on a comment on one of the videos that I made a while back on some of these Koken and Japanese tools that I've been buying. I've got a few Wobble-Fix extensions and I don't love them, but I was talking about the Koken Universal in one of my other videos, and one of my viewers suggested that I pick these up and give them a try, because I was saying how I didn't really like the Wobble-Fix extension because a lot of times they'll fix while you're trying to put that on a fastener. So I decided to pick them up, and let's open them up and take a look. This is just a little plastic tray, but they also have these in the foam insert if that's something you like. I opted for this one here. It was a little cheaper. Now, I stopped by Koken USA at SEMA this year, and this is one of the tools that was showcased to me. I had actually already purchased these, I just hadn't opened them. Now, I learned that Koken is the actual inventor, or they originally designed and patented the Wobble-Fix design. Now, these are Koken sockets, but I think they work on any socket. We'll try them out. So there's the wobble, but if you push it all the way on, then it's fixed, and it does not wobble. Now, one of the complaints a lot of people have about this Wobble-Fix design in general is that when they want the wobble design and they're going to push this on a fastener, either the fastener is dirty or rusty, or it just takes a little too much effort, or they bump it and it bumps into the fixed position, and that defeats the whole purpose. Then you need to reach back down or pull this back out and push it back out to wobble. This doesn't bump as easily as some of the others that I have used. Let me show you, for example. Here's just a quick comparison. This is just another Wobble-Fix design. This one I've had for a long time. It says PM, I think that's Popular Mechanics, and it's just a Craftsman socket. If we push this one on, well, we pushed it to fixed, but bump it back off. So there's the wobble. This is not as smooth as the Koken. That is a lot smoother. I'm sure that has to do with the way that the head is designed. I'm able to put this one on, and I didn't accidentally push it to fixed until I push it a little bit harder. On this one, I just picked it up and it really easily goes to fixed. You can see that. See, just by putting the socket on. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to go just wobble. Oh, there we go. But when putting it on initially, it almost every time goes to fixed, and so you have to bump it back off for wobble. That's just one example. Here's a Pittsburgh. Now this one looks like it's just wobble because there's not really a shoulder down here, but it also is fixed. You have to bump it back off for that to be wobble. This again, it feels just more clunky. You feel it's more of a segmented turn compared to this one here. That is just much smoother. It's just a better quality tool. There's just no doubt about that. But yeah, you can see this is why this one is kind of annoying to me. You can see how easily that just almost just slides right onto fix. You know, if you're reaching down, especially at this angle, and trying to push that onto a fastener and you need the wobble, it just goes to fix super easy. That's really why I really haven't been a huge fan of the Wobble-Fix design. But if they can live in harmony in a tool like this, I mean, I'm thinking I can work with that. That's got 15 degrees of angle there, but again, this one just seems a lot smoother than the other ones that I looked at. Now, if you need something with a steeper angle, you could even combine the wobble with the universal. In a drawing that they had, they were showing 50 degrees side to side, so that would mean this would be 25 plus the 15 here, so that would give you 40 degrees. It's a pretty good angle without having that same fold over that you would have on a regular universal like this. I mean, if you try this, they get tight, they fold over, and you lose a lot of that power on something like this. They are handy to have, and you know, we've all probably got these, but the traditional universal, it's just kind of sloppy sometimes when you're working on something, and it's really hard to kind of put that in on something if it's just kind of flopping or falling down. You see how the knurling on this has these cutouts. For me, it'll prevent this from rolling down the driveway, but it would prevent that from rolling off your workbench or anything like that. Carly at Koken USA that I met at SEMA, she was very nice, and she explained that this is machined individually on a machine, one extension at a time. Pretty impressive. I really like how aggressive that is. She also pointed out that that also can act as a little bit of a thumb spinner or a thumb wheel. That is nice. Just like this one here, this is the other Koken thumb spinner that I picked up. A small little flex head here. Really like this one here too. This Koken brand is still kind of new to me, but so far I've been very impressed. It seems like very high quality. It does say made in Japan, by the way. A lot of you have asked on some of the other tool reviews that I've done. I don't know if that's showing up there, but it does say made in Japan right on the tool. The lengths are stamped on the shaft of each extension. This is 250, 150, 75, 125, 50, and 32 millimeters. So this one here is the longest. This is 250 millimeter. That is just nice. You just know, when you pick up a quality tool, you know the difference. That is much smoother than any Wobble extension I've ever used, Wobble or Wobble-Fix. Again, Koken did invent this style of extension. The Wobble-Fix was invented and patented by them. She said that the patent has expired a while back, and that is why we do see several other brands that manufacture the similar design. The Snap-on Wobble Plus, and as I showed you some of the other cheaper versions, they have their own Wobble-Fix or Wobble with a fixed extension combination as well. Definitely feels like Koken did a better job here. It's a more solid engagement there on the end. Takes a little bit more effort to push that in. I did read one review that said that it didn't work as well on other sockets, and that may have to do with the design and the cutout here on the inside of the Koken. Here's a Craftsman just for comparison, and you can see that the cutout is different. Let's try it anyway. This is not as smooth as it was with the Koken socket, but still goes on, still works, still wobbles just fine, and doesn't bump on easily, which is what I was looking for. Now here's a different Koken socket. This is the nut grip. Now hopefully these are showing up okay on camera, but if you look on the inside there, this is the shorter Z series Koken that I have, and then this is the nut grip. It looks like the cutouts might be a little bit bigger on the Z series. Well, let's just try this nut grip here. Still feels very smooth. Really happy with the overall feel and quality of these. I really like this short one here too. I'm sure that'll get a lot of use. Again, I went with the viewer recommendation here, and I'm going to also recommend these. I so far really like the feel. I really like the extra bonus of that knurling. Just a simple little feature like that. Now, just to point out, the knurling is not as much on the smallest extension here, probably so they could still get their label on there engraved. Yeah, that feels a lot better on the larger extension where you have more of that knurling cut in here. It's kind of harder to get your fingers around on that. Again, I didn't buy these just for that feature. That's just kind of a bonus, the knurling on there. The next one up does have a little bit more knurling. Not quite as much as this one here, but it's got a little bit more. I think that one will grip pretty well. That's about all I can think of on these. Again, bought these based on a recommendation from one of the comments on one of my videos, and I'm glad I did. I have decided to step it up a little bit here, and if you've got the money, if you can afford to get some nicer tools, it definitely makes working on whatever you're doing a little bit more enjoyable. It's just the little things. I mean, it's not so much about just making money and saving time, although that is wonderful. After you've done this for many, many years, you might as well enjoy what you're doing, and if it's a little bit more enjoyable, just takes even the slightest little hassle and headache out of your day, then it's worth it to me. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I picked these up with my own money. Now, with that said, I did make some connections with Koken USA at the SEMA show this year, and I was able to get a 10% discount for my viewers. You just have to put in my coupon code. It's Dan the Fix-It-Man 10. I'll put it here up on the screen. You can enter that in at checkout, and that will get you 10% off site-wide. I'll also put a link in the description that should automatically add the discount for you. I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.